Students, once again we are continuing the war warriors. Here I am explaining the causes of the Mohammedan revolt. Religious policy of the Ahoms we have explained already, and I hope you all have understood also. And today's socio-economic causes. So other than the religious factors, there were some socio-economic factors which led to the growth of Mohammedan revolt and the dissatisfaction among the Mohammedans. Now, in my previous classes, I told you that Mohammedans mainly belong to the tribals and the lower caste people. And as we know, the tribals are good in their physical work. And most of the Mohammedans belong to the tribal community and the scheduled caste community, lower sections of the society. And as they were good artisans, they were expert artisans. Mostly the works were done by them. They were very expert in those works like pottery, then blacksmith, then goldsmithy, then catching elephants, making boats, training the elephants, then making the cane things, bamboo things, all these work they were very expert. And that is why they provided their services, they rendered their services to the king or to the state. Now, whenever there was battle, they used to fight. They used to go for battle. Now, as we know, there is the system of pike. Pike means workers. Actually, it is workers come soldiers. At that time, there was no branded soldiers. There was no branded soldiers. And so, those pikes, they used to render the physical services to the Ahom. Whenever needed, they used to go for battle. Now, every male member was considered as a pike. In between the age 15 to 50, in between age 15 to 50, every male member was considered as pike. And he had to work for the state, or he had to offer physical service to the state. Then four pikes formed a goat, G-O-T, goat. Each male member was considered as pike. Four pikes were formed a goat, and each member of the goat had to offer their physical work for 3 months. Make it clear, children. Each member had to work for 3 months. But later on, when the number of pike reduced, came down, due to various reasons, afterwards we will discuss. So when the number of pikes came down, reduced, then goats were formed. Each goat was formed with, instead of 4 members, it was formed with 3 members. And each member had to work, earlier they had to work, each one had to work for 3 months. Now they had to work for 4 months because of the reduction of the number of pikes. Now, the goats were formed with 3 instead of 4, and instead of 3 months, each pike had to work for 4 months. Now, naturally, the workload was increased. workload for each pike was increased, and they did not, they want to work extra 1 month they had to work. No one wants to work, isn't it, children? So they also did not like to work extra, and so they grew angry. They were burning inside and trying to get an opportunity to stand against the Ahom king. Clear? Now another exploitation of the pike was, there were two classes of pikes. One is Kandri pike, other one is Chamua pike. You will get it in page number 50. Kandri pike and Chamua pike. Kandri pikes included all the common people. The male members belong to the common masses. And Chamua pike, they are little higher classes. Maybe the Brahmins, maybe the Satyadrika, the Mahantas. So that type of higher classes. And Chamua pike, they had to pay the tax for their land tax, and they did not have to work. They were exempted from work because they were paying land tax. But the Kandri pike, they had to work. They were bound to work. Later on, it was found that many Kandri pike, by giving some money, by offering some money, they used to make their name, they used to include their name in the list of Chamua pike who were exempted from paying manual work, from physical work. So Kandri pike, the numbers began to decrease because many Chamua pike, that means the list of the Chamua pike increased. Many Kandri pike, they, with offering little money in the office, they included their name in the list of Chamua pike. In one hand, the list of Chamua pike who were exempted from the physical work, their name increased, and the Kandri pike list, that means names of the Kandri pike began to decrease. That means Kandri pike, those who had to service, those who had to give their physical work to the state, different works they had to perform. Now the number decreased. As a result, the burden of works also increased. And thus, the Kandri pike, the pikes who belong to the Kandri group, they also became more and more furious towards the Ahom, which later on gave rise to Maurya rebellion. Alright, children, have you understood? Okay. Then at the beginning, some of the pikes and the Mauryas, they make one Borbhiti. Borbhiti means like a fort, just to stop the Ahom soldiers so that they will not able to come to their area. So they began, and that is the beginning of the Maurya rebellion. So this is not important, but all the causes and this pike, this is very important. Pike is very important, so go through it and try to understand. Okay? Alright.